Hey guys, Pat Precourt here. Welcome to this week's Friday coffee break. Great to have you here. You know, I'm down here at the cage. It's one of my favorite times to be here. It's after hours once we're closed. It allows me to kind of focus. And actually tonight here, what it allows me to do is prepare myself for the final stretch of 2014. And that kind of brings me to the point of today's discussion. The end of this year, the beginning of next year, our New Year's resolutions, and how it sets us up for such failure. I mean, after all, let's take a look honestly at what a New Year's resolution is. A New Year's resolution is a commitment to some act of self-improvement or some act of kindness. Now, if that's what a New Year's resolution is, why the hell are we waiting for January 1, 2015 to set one of those? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Now, who I'm speaking to is not you guys because, well, this isn't you. This is everybody else out there. Society today loves the idea of getting into holiday mode. We pass through Halloween, we get onto Thanksgiving, we're thanks for all that's given to us. We slip into this holiday mode, and in doing so, for some reason, we don't think we have to set goals anymore. We don't think we have to produce anymore. We don't think we have to kind of grind it out. You know what's kind of interesting? It's like marching down the field. 95 yards, 5 yards out from finishing, from scoring and quitting. But that's not the worst of it. This is the worst of it. What happens next? See, now we get into this mode of, well, we can eat a little more, we could drink a little more, we could go out to Black Friday. Instead of being kinder, a lot of people become giant asses. The worst of them come out. And before you know it, we're creeping on January 1, 2015. And we're feeling guilty about ourselves like we should, for not performing, for dropping the ball when it counted the most, the end of the year, the time we set the tone for what happens next year. We drop the ball. We quit. So we set a New Year's resolution because it makes us feel better about ourselves. Setting this new goal. Oh, that's it. I'm going to work out more. Or start working out because I haven't been. Or I'm going to eat less because, well, I've gotten fat because I can't take care of myself. Or I'm going to work hard. I'm going to follow through on the things I commit to doing. Stop being dishonest. Stop sabotaging my own life. I'm going to start doing all that stuff. And the act of setting that New Year's resolution, even thinking about it, somehow anesthetizes the guilt that we're in, right? So now let's see what happens. January 1 comes around and woohoo! We get up, new year, but what's really the problem now is we dug a ditch, we're in a hole. And we set mountain high resolutions. Really grand, fantastic resolutions of all this self-improvement, all this kindness we're going to bring into the next year. But the reality is we've dug a hole, we're in a slump. We can't even see daylight, never mind all the way up to the top of the mountain. Those goals, those resolutions are so far out of reach, they're just not real, they're not attainable. So what happens? You know, the truth of it is, and here's the sad part, and here's the point I'm getting to, by the time we get to the end of January, most of us have quit our goals. We've given up. We've let go of those New Year's resolutions, which were self-improvement and being kinder to the most important things we could do for ourselves and for this world. And by the end of February, the end of the second month, 97% of all people have quit their resolutions. So what happens again? We claw our way back in. It takes us almost a first quarter of the entire new year just to get back to ground zero, just to survive. And then we kind of push our way through the year again, and voila, another year has passed. Stop it now. Make the change. You know what? What happens in the next 4 weeks is up to you. This will set the exact precedent for what will happen to you and for you in 2015. Turn it up. Write down exactly what's important to you. If your health and fitness is that important, change it now. Don't wait for January 2015. If your loved ones are that important, you start bettering those relationships. What I'd suggest you do is exactly what I do this time of year. I write down the things that are most important to me. My wife, my kids, my family, my friends. And I make a commitment to better those relationships. I turn up the volume of what I'm doing at work. Not because I'm a workaholic, but because I want to go into next year with a head of steam. I follow through on those things that, well, maybe I let go at this point. What I'd suggest to you is you write down exactly what's important to you, and if it's that important to you, do it now. Because what you do in these next 4 weeks will be a foresight of exactly what you're going to get in 2015. You're in complete control. Nobody else can steer this ship. You get what you put out. put out now in 2015 will be abundant. You guys rock. Peace.